If I had to start my social media marketing agency from scratch, this is what I would do. Step number 1, I would understand that there are 3 main areas to an SMMA business: marketing, sales, and operations. Marketing means reaching out to businesses and getting their attention. In an SMMA business, sales simply means taking the leads, the people that we talk to, the businesses that are slightly interested in what we have to offer, and basically converting them into a client. And operations literally means the service delivery side of the business. This means once we've done marketing, we've done sales, and we've actually got a client, we now have to service that client and keep them happy. Point number 2 is that I would personally do all of the operations for the business myself until I had one client, and then I would begin outsourcing. The reason I would do it for one of the clients all by myself, even though I would know how to get someone else to do that work for me, is because when you start anything new, such as SMMA, to be able to hand off the work to someone else, you need to make sure that you understand exactly what you're doing. Now, there are many students in my program that don't do this, right? And they outsource before they have their first client, and that can work incredibly well. I just know from my experience that is personally what I would like to do. It just means I would understand the process a lot better and in a lot more detail, so when I decide to outsource, I'd be able to do it with much better efficiency. Point number 3, I would focus 80% of my time on outreach and sales. That means on marketing and sales, I'm spending 80% of my time. So only 20% of my time is going to go to the operations of the business. The reason I would do this is because most people do the opposite. Most people start from zero, they have no clients, and they put all of their time into figuring out how to deliver the best service to a client, how to onboard their client effectively, how to set up all of these fancy softwares and systems, which I do recommend you do that, but not until you have your first client. Your first client is going to pay you money. Setting up the operations will only pay you money in the long run. Point 4 is that I would practice sales every single day. I would not miss a single day. I would role play with myself, going through imaginary situations of what a sales call could look like. I would find other people that I can network with and offer to exchange role play sales calls with them as well. After I'd done a few calls, I would build out a script, right? I would record all of the sales calls that I take, every single one of them, no matter how nervous or not ready for the call I would be. I would record it. The reason being is that I can use that then. I can pick apart all of my calls and I can decide what worked, what didn't work, and what should I do more of. From there, I can build out a script that I can now use for my future sales calls. I would keep tweaking that script, and once I would sign my first or second client, I would look at that script and make sure it matched everything I said on the phone to that client that actually signed up. There's no point following a script if the script is broken, right? And it was a script that you used, and it was the script that you used on a call that went horribly wrong. You want to use a script that you know is proven to work. Point number 4 is that I would do all of the outreach myself. I would test different messages, I would test different platforms, and I would test different scripts until I found the process that worked. I would make sure that I've at least signed one client from my outreach, and I'm getting an average of 2 calls per week. As soon as I have that in place, I would hire a virtual assistant to do all of the outreach for me, and I would begin scaling up. The reason you don't want to hire a virtual assistant to do outreach before you have proven that your script works is exactly that. If it does not work, getting someone else to do it does not mean you're going to get better results with it. If you're using a script and you're spending 2 hours a day messaging 50 or 100 businesses and it's getting you 0 calls per week, if you hire someone else to do that now for you, they're still probably going to get 0 calls per week. So that first few weeks of running my SMMA business as a brand new beginner, right, starting from 0, that's exactly what I do. I would make sure that I become obsessed with the marketing and sales, do all of it myself, study everything I'm doing, and be super analytical, right? Test a script for a week, look at the results, tweak it based off of the results. And eventually I would outsource all of the work in the business before I hit 10K per month in revenue. So outreach is outsourced. I would probably hire a closer, a salesperson to do most of the sales for the business, and I would have people, client managers, graphic designers, video editors, and all of the other people that I would need to do the actual work for my clients. Now, I will mention that hiring a closer or salesperson is probably the least most important thing that you need to be even worrying about. You need to focus on actually getting clients in yourself before you ever look at bringing someone else on to do that for you. Again, the reason is very basic. If you are not closing clients right now and you are taking multiple calls per week, getting someone else to do those calls for you does not magically mean that they're going to close those deals, right? If they don't understand your business and what you actually offer to your customers, even if they're a great salesperson, they may not be the best fit. From my experience of hiring a couple of salespeople, you need to make sure that the person you're hiring is not just good at sales, but understands exactly what it is that you do. Because you could find a really great salesperson, right? Someone who can sell what you do incredibly well, but they may overpromise and then you under-deliver to your clients, and that's not good. So that right there is a very high-level view of exactly what I would do, right? If I had to start over from zero, again, no clients, absolutely zero in revenue, in income, that's exactly what I would do, right? I would focus mainly on the sales and the marketing of the business, putting 80% of my time into that. I would become obsessed with getting better at sales, getting better at outreach, and as soon as I've proven the processes and I know exactly what messages work, what things I need to say to a business to get their attention, that's when then I would begin hiring other people, virtual assistants, people to handle the service delivery, and that's how I would scale up the business. Now, I know that if I was to start from zero, I'd be able to get my agency to 10K per month in a very, very quick time, okay? Like, it could take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but I'd be able to get it to that mark very, very quickly. With my agency right now, like, we do pretty well, and we got to 10K per month in revenue literally 45 days after signing my first client. But we had months and months of no clients, right? Months and months of just trying to figure it all out where we got no clients in. So with everything I know right now, with the students I've worked with and the people I've mentored, I know exactly what I could do. There's no doubt in my mind I could start one in the morning, get it up to 10K per month relatively soon, and scale up another agency. Now, if you got value from this video, this right here is something that I would discuss with my students every week inside my 6-figure accelerator program. We have a 1 to 2 hour coaching call every single week inside the program. You get at least 12 months access to our weekly coaching calls. So again, if you got any value from a short little video like this, I think you would get immense value from speaking to myself, asking me any questions you want on a weekly basis live on a Zoom call, plus interacting with all of the other students that we have in the program as well. We have a very, very tight-knit community inside the program, which to me is pretty unique, I think. Most programs out there have thousands of students enrolled, which means that you don't really get a lot of one-to-one support or help. I make it a top priority inside the program to, one, have daily coaching with you, myself, but also then to have you in our weekly coaching calls that you can get value from myself, but the other people in the program as well. We've actually got a small guarantee running on the program right now. We will basically help you sign 2 clients at least, or we'll keep coaching you for however long it takes for you to get those first 2 clients. Now, if you got value from this video, as usual, please do drop a like, hit the subscribe button if you are new, and if you are interested in that program but you have some questions, go down below, click the link in the description that says 6-figure accelerator program, click that link, scroll down to the bottom of the page, and you can book in a call with myself where you can literally just have a quick 15-minute chat with myself. No sales call, it's no high pressure tactics, none of that stuff. You can literally just ask me any questions you have and I will do my best to answer them for you. Again, hope you got some value from this video and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye-bye.